a reactivation of the memorandum of understanding. Yes.
So they said they would discuss. Did they say the minister should go and take a bill to the parliament? Why in that letter, all kind of some say minister no for bill in parliament no control prices no. On say meeting no come here no minister no buso. Minister no busa meeting no so.
Also, Baba maybe say a question bi o. Efa UPPF. Ye petroleum industry no. So we share krata ya mekan ya. Also in the medium to long term, the chamber is to explore possible adoption of a cement pricing formula similar to uniform petroleum pricing formula to ensure uniformity in retail pricing across the country. No. What for so parliament yeah.
Or see from medium to what? Long term.
Long term, yes.
Chamber no any minister betrance. Na oma adopt formula. Ebe buoma oma to me manage prices.
Buona o debe to cement no.
Buona o debe to no. Omo ka say minister no onfa bill in parliament no control price.
Na baba I don't know why yan say one fan parliament na emra no unregulated. E be say na why?
No. Before you take any bill to parliament, you need kind. I also want industry for no motiase. Industry for no na omo say papa na consult me nti ni oye no enye. Me no discuss we because minister no also oye no the boy industry for no. Why nti na me no ukase? Ana me boa. Why nti na me no ukase? Because send your okay meeting, say minister no disu, and no to no boate, no industry for in naturance, and no muji tu mu no munya formula papa no de ko parliament and go be bakasa. So my na formula papa. O man ka say no say o minister no go no on his own or they ko na go for no so bofu. O me say the minister na enya. Uru say netetan ti ase kra minister no munya ye no. Minister Nangata Krawaende when so. Because January no munya meeting. Wana meboa.
Yeah, January mo.
Into one moment to me discuss ABC and now you war July more. Anka o to one classic anka 6 months in go to me vine and your money.
It is also as a minister kasa ono omashia. Not just on far away from the truth. Because we share na jointly one more day a yes statement by.
So okay say minister no machine na mekatom say enkuta hudie wo say minister ndu hudie no enko asie. You see when you are discussing things like this tell mekatom sebe no makwa be muda it takes time for such negotiations ube meet be 2 times 3 times we have preliminary meetings obi had in the positions aba no ma be a consultative meeting. Sometimes 3-4 meetings to ensure say every I is dotted and every point is acknowledged. But because I mean always sharing we number out one meeting 20 may only the meeting say in the medium let the meeting say some meetings be because meeting after that meeting some meetings be because no onfa ehunso report on right on moment here the no mienza o ma dia tum say onye ne oye no onfa meeting from subsequent to that meeting now we reading no onfa mra access on woman meeting we share 3 times we need now we agree onfa mra. But until then, it may feel say, most of mobile boy, the futuna con say, Sabi, almost the factors of production. And near my ben, I'm up, and yes, meant one make us a yes, meant the one and hire you. If you are not walk riding, toiletries, seminar, toiletries, there's a one who say. Toilet roll 1 pack no utona he
and the type now about between 35 cities it be 40 cities And 25,
35 to 40 cities.
And between 25 cities are apples.
And the Uto near Sabi Utiana Akaka Zaumbi.
It doesn't take away the fact that you were 25 cities.
Me only Otolo. And the robber, she didn't want to Utia like a count down.
Zamum.
I am very good because I know I afford that boy, Ebetimiato, Alameboa, Nuzumi Yusubi, Alameboa. But perceive medium, a year medium, you are talking about 40 to 50 cities per pack.
Yeah, and I make an for be a 40 cities, yes.
Meanwhile, Bisa 2016, John Mahama Bifi Pawano, not to let through near Tona. Kanokreum, Nagana for NT. Because I'm now to a whole packer. You are talking about between 10 to 15 cities. And I'm a big grandpa in Nusa.
Baba, 80 a baby bet me and Bama and normal work of mana.
A baby and Timmy Manema Bonko from Ba, baby bet me about Obama Aquitia, Omo Muye Jumano, Aquitia, Fonso, Omo, Aguom.
Okay, said Juma for purchasing power.
Exactly. Obe increasing with purchasing power. Inti adia no koso kwa wosu betima eden ato. Na wa majuma for epe gina bebi gina. Na wo de wo tum wa. Minia. Oja ne kwanzo no.
Okay.
And then yes member say obeka ope wo air. Kamempe say obeka ope from 2016, everything nearly difference. But never compare toilet room near Nuena Etumika.
Okay.
What am I saying? Wow, pay. Check a percentage abaso. Never compare percentage increment or toilet room. Na say you call any man I buy it here. One obeka. Na memoir.
Okay, Yankopon kan ho. Baba me da se no pe.
Yo, me da se pa.
Yene eye Baba Jamal or your Deputy Director of Legal Affairs, former MP, Akwatia constituency, NDC demo on yene no din komo. It was on cement pricing ene enwunsam ayeguso aye kan sen na etie edema. Do you believe say yenko yenya uniform price? And say I didn't know the abandoned day corner wickedness, said the Baba Jama canon. For 0503721744 050-372-1744. Sancha make a ramafwa. Kusha upon me for Pansoa. Yeah,
Kwame, me ya umwao. Me ba penyu no kane no ni made pa. Na so nan se boa no obon. Me dwene ho amenti ase.
Na so we dey simple gra. Fanuko White Stone Dental and Eye Care. Na yen checking anima no.
Oh, jai sa mani abrewate. Me ba bo na me ka asma chwas me Fanuko Eye Care clinic.
Na wonnim se enkwada bi wo no mo a. Wo de sua enkoyie nyina no efi wani. Akwada bi wo a abra teacher ni kira de no. Won hu ade ni yi. So wo tie anima na so wo tie akire. E ba ne sa. Fanubra White Stone Dental and Eye Care. Nye nhwemu mfa na ni no. Oha bia entam so yewe na esia no ama no.
Ayampa o. Na sekro ni yade no eba emonka ye. Wadwe ye o se bibia ye fine. Wo be ko na bibia ka echi na wani sei. Na sekro masate se wono momoja broso na esi che yade no. Aye na momoni yade pa.
Sapepepe. Onipa bia kra no afimu wankwa check up e wani ho kra no. Enyem prenu. White Stone Dental and Eye Clinic say fa wo no wabusua nyina. Ebra na yenye hwehwemu emfa mani ene mo se ho. Oha bia no yebehwe na esia no e de amamo. Ye wo abefun fidie ultra modern diagnostic machines ahodo a ye de yesa nhwemu no. Ye dwuma efon so de. Wani wote entuba yebeje o felso. White Stone Dental and Eye Care e wo East Legon. Yebe MTN office kese no. Free was 024-225-1983 and 024-045-2992. White Stone Dental and Eye Care. Wenni eno kania.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think specialized. Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Me kwa amane so para me ba na ye nhwe nkrata ne 7 bia wo ye nko message box no so mu Alex Kwakutete founder the Mass Citizen I Ghana na nkoma me ne owura Adambo na edi ye fa IGP nsema amanfo kan so ye you know a wenam so ma police na kasa de police aso in this statement beto abonten said there be enye no kre also reaction kakra ho Alex Kwakutete ye mo ache
Dera Majay.
let us say
Amado.
yeah then yame ase nkoma na me ne owura Adambo na edi fa IGP hono na also wo reaction bia opese uchire man
Mike, mame fa fidi so na me minchia weti for ene Ghana for. Am fa fidi so na minchia Mira. Honorable Kennedy. Minchia me candidate Mira Mahmoud Bawumia. Na yinchia ye president. Another Danko Kufuado. Or Dubai and Obabi Drew my Ghana. Majay Ayura Adambona or Kasa. Yeah, on Shen Kasa. Or no NSA or your security analyst. Ubia being a new room house with security analyst.
Na there be me attack it. Was on na SCA there on na SCA or your security analyst.
Do you have a document to show say Adambona is a security analyst?
Me attacking please. Me attacking the personality. It is a waka bibi na say o nchiremu. That is what I want us to do.
Estimate rangi to COP. Akodu wako commission or a commissioner okofie or attacking on utimi kan bibi fa won.
Na attacking say report. Na report na wa han wakan. Oh report na parliament here no wakan. Parliamentary report na you were speaking to. Ampa report ni say wo mu di intro. And one report in the report now where they go to parliament. It's another where report to Muasem and they can report to the bit of many more as here.
Majay,
yeah,
a chrome hayeti. Near Unim no minim, near Adam Bunenim minim, near Miss Minim Unim, but you me a sure say Ubia will be due Ghana. It is a who can be Biafra will be one. No, I should near Adam Buna and call for Niama Bebemi Bia. Oh, here, Nasa proceed on leave no, and Sate in your can be big.
Are you saying, say, information na? Say president assign krata or the IGP so uncle leave.
A copy of the signature of the president. Sign and president. A copy of the president or signatory of signing to proceed on leave. Without almost anyone with an sudden last week in IGP Wama we see. Last week in Wama office.
Now, IGP and officer, and also do you know for a fact, say IGP and one office?
No, and your money be oha. Ye be mo ye dimpeniphobia tintinya bibiana. Ye betimi abab bibi oha ye tekra ye wani ye din. Enti o kam bibia ono Adambona 37 filling station on your police no filling a car. I have a picture I can send it to you. I camera captain. I was full police for police contractor. You done the money. What is Obia Babontia Bienano? No be a wakoye COP. Now I retire nothing baby. Oh, Quaco attacking for what reason? And before no man kata almost DNA Yajumamo Mukromunim.
Beba, Wo ka say was obi a YSU obi a wa attacking no benim because reporter ababetodwa wo kai leaked tape won sensem report no ensem a woman no ka ho asem
asama ofre oni ni nkomo na adi ni no e fa leak tape ho sentem be
ana anya leak tape na wo ma obi ko plan say you mo nya IGP free wo and nipa no ko confirm say e dey say IGP free wo
Master Sansem when
you the part that na ko kan ye nyina say Ghana na ye te
oh ye nyina ye te Ghana Sansem na e ba ye nyina no ye jama parliament magye ye jama parliament
awie and wo ma kire wo ma adi ntro wo ma nka no kore afa nkire wo mo and wo ma bo mu di wo report yi bi na da mani me
magye sa report ne da wani mo bet nyoma ni bi ho aye ni ma ye push the mawa you be shocked enti nyoma ni bi ho a mo ye journalist ye fremo mo kan na ma hwedi ye kakra so what I say fine yes e bi mo di ntra eye ya ti ase obi aye okay but nipa no wonu wawie ni police adwuma ote ho be niam akoso in the police service nankasa letter omode akoma president MPP party nankasa general secretary Sasha say yakwa asin no ne omode koma president fa IGP we ho niam akoso nkofo report akoso ofi say ye ete okeke me ankasa personally me ko akimoda problem bi siye me gina hona police commander or akimoda no say IGP kwa sampani we ni de na be ya IGP
national radio so bato say kasa dey withdraw me pato tie me anya confirmation obi akasa asem na enye radiogenic say obeka say obi akoka say word na ugusu ye no so
it's a commissioner
commissioner so what commissioner so what that's what to make us asem no it's another pato tie no free one necessarily say oya commissioner or wakoka BBS obeka na radio so
wo insistent ka ubi wa no ka ye see ye aye de ho report ko ye achianse CEO police for soldier for artist no ye de na ko hefa bonda afi asahifa but in a see IGP Saka report IGP yedin bibia ni a efa ban we hu obi be kapati aban obi be ye niam bi no oyi nani wo ho so what I say enti bibi wo ho na semon so ba manim na mo ka eya mo fa mo
okay tie meba hold on meba so tie the idea ne tie say abetodwa amanfo say yayi IGP adi officially obi afa bibia koma IGP police for na kasa ba bonte abeka say eye fake news
na fake news
why should we add it to say ye to so na ye can
police for na say the letter the office of the president and the letter betimi abana police for the moment
until sir president the letter be ba ye be hu be me program so metimi nyintum say we say president assign say ye nyi IGP how
yanka asagitum betime chese enye police for na esa de letter ba ana wuni office of the president na de letter betime aba clear ne say ampa ne e ka no enye ne kure but say aban we etime de e bi ade chi asem we so ade chi so na se na na do bedu na bibia nsi dia ene aban we yanka so ne ho be ya me nwa
adam mo pese ye di IGP adi won
majari
wo we MPP ne o group a we the time MPP iti dia wo kan de because what can say general secretary de akire wama trotron krata de akoma president of which me validate me ni wo adanse bia na
William report dodo a efi oko presidency
se IGP ayeden IGP na de na waye
acho enu de me ni ho idea but me ni mu
I don't know why idea na say report na uka say ko no na because wama ka so mo kire se ade na IGP na ya ebema sa party mpanifo ndia wo kan te saa won betra koma president say won mo mpa IGP no wo ho no
majai nsem ni bi ho a ne o ma ni bi ho kre mu odu se me ma no kra be ka siro ka ka so say dey na si wo interior last week kra dey na si wo interior but sa dey na si wo interior
okay what the Mate eti for now no information available and they say IGP Obia fa krata command say on proceed leave otena konya so say krata bi wo ha wo mo fa bra na make kan na ehu say ye yi na free wo simple as that
yeti kruma ye
ento de ye hwe say ye president be ban ne eti ye be hwe de ewom kwa ku me dan say no pay
ya me sure all right
yene citizen founder the mass citizen na Ghana Alex Kwaku tete ena yene no edi nkomo no eti asa IGP sense okay, anyway. Ghana MONTIE.
Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie.
Ghana Montie so near 100.9. Share some of the na sada makano no ene ya betwe eye oraketi amon then regularization of cement prices ene ho emra or they call Ghana Russia be feel e be don come I just meba e for meba me keka bi nchira brante we answer ato aso
Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie.
Okay. What's the name of the man? Can I what's the name of the business na menkai? Osu ba na hene wa ha na fat enso e wa ha. You ba be the discussions lenche. Richard Adifriama Samana say we normally change government for the better, but it is evidently crystal clear that the change in government in the 2016 general election, instead of becoming a positive change in all intents and purposes, has rather a negative change in all sectors of the economy. Currently in Ghana, except those deeply involved and closely associated with this corrupt, insensitive, incompetent Muncheni and Abaumia family and friends government. The vast majority of Ghanaians are really, really suffering. Richard Amasama. OPK say a comprehensive explanation of Mohammed NDC's 24-hour economy has emerged from Asin Central between the NDC parliamentary candidate and its constituent secretary, leading to the suspension of NDC parliamentary candidates for Asin Central and chairman Abronye saying now, and Chairman Abronye say now, if you sleep with your wife for 24 hours, then another person take over, as it has happened in a sense. As a central as goes here. Masa, meaning the Amoke candidate. Na immoralities, no, Obi na go ebibi.
Immoralities candidates na engage in immoralities are almost suspended and send action assign.
Yeah, we meaning what dance here, Madam Roma. King David Adifrika so Tames was saying, Jerry, good morning to you and Kwabena Mafu. Please, I urge the youth in this country to pray for Honorable Kujeto Ablakwa for bringing out the corruption in this government. Also, which are failures now for you. Mesha Kasante say appointing a failed energy minister to partner a failed economist will be a great news for NDC come December 7th. A man who insulted and disrespected Ghanaians to bring their own timetable and do so. And this same man is forcing himself so hard to become the vice president of Ghana. God forbid. It won't happen today, nor tomorrow. Which I said, my opinion. Our party difference say happy birthday to my brother from another mother, Dr. Menchempena of Suhum. Wow. I thank God for his life, with good health and prosperity. Now, Singapore's running mates for Dr. Baumia is a very good decision. It will boost our votes in the Ashanti region. So breaking the age is going to be easier. In fact, our businessmen in the cement industry is killing with the citizens. Any moves they pick, then landlords increase their prices. We beg them, they should stop those things. Lam Tekin Rashid will say, good morning to you, McJerry. Do you know that NDC sold Gassem to some Norwegian investors and that Ghana Cement Manufacturing Company is not owned by Ghana anymore? Teacher Kujo said, I trust Vice President Baumia because he has been the best Vice President ever. Even under trying circumstances, he has shown himself not to be corrupt, and indeed, he has been effective in delivering some crucial transformation. Nobody is competent in the NDC to match Dr. Baumia economic prowess. Election 2024 MPP will secure 50.6 victory with 142 parliamentary seats. You mark it on the wall, Montie. I mark it. Where's those saying John Mahama will cancel free SHS if you vote for him? It's all lies. Wasn't Nana in opposition praised Mahama for introducing the progressively free SHS for day students? So how can JM abolish something which is in the constitution? Or how can GM cancel a policy that he has started? MPP's strategies, no. I'm full, I'm fat. Ablade. If you're Kumazongo. Gomez Adomi Piletu, Osebaumia, Napo is Ghanaian choice. Let's support them for a better Ghana. No more dead goat. And greetings to lawyer Michael Kwe Jr. Amisco Spelele says today marks the beginning of Honorable Mavis Akumsen's closed fishing season. I entreat all gallant fishermen to observe the season. In fact, this will help to sustain and manage the Ghana's fast depleting fish stock that we have. Amisco Spelele. Phobia Rasta the African Tamanto. OCMJ, good morning to you. Ekufuado and MPPs have disappointed everyone in this country. So now we need change. And that change is John and Jane, NDC. Wesemak Jerry, the president said the back stops at him. So, and your basu. So if the price of cement has gone up, I think they cannot dodge the blame. Mark Jerry, I tell you. But I send a message with us. Well, it's a good morning to you, Mark Jerry. The media should support the Minister KT Hammond about the cement prices regulation. If any MP kicks against the bill, he or she must be voted out. Baba the Fritema. West Ghanaians are still doubting Dr. Baumia Pau. Dr. Baumia have messed up the economy and now contesting Oslo Usu in the digitalization ministry. If Dr. Baumia claims that he is tough in economics, now is the time to show his toughness, especially on the exchange rate, which is the backbone of price stabilization in the country. Greetings to CEO of 360 Surveyors and Engineering, Alai Baba de Frimadina. When some Jerry, somebody from UK. Also, no matter the Japan some from UK. That's it. The foreign companies and their countries are trying to wipe our local importers from the businesses. Kindly read through my message. Example, China gave a loan to its businessmen with 1% interest. And the shipping line belonging to these countries are what? They come to our harbors and we pay huge sums of money to these foreign companies. And that is how they are increasing the freight. Ray and Odiaba. Where's the Nigerian Kwabinamafu? We are crying that things are going up. But anytime the minister trying to regulate the prices, minority NTUs, including Kwabina, trying to kick against it. But they are the same people crying and lamenting about the dollar rate. What a hypocrisy. George, and Odiabe. Where's the Nigerian Kwabina? Good morning to you. Also, Mark Jerry, why are you trying to defend KT Hammond bill and saying the cement prices? Paul Ledife and someone. Paul, in defending BBL. In defending now, why? It is not where are you defending, it is why. When you say the people of the Mekwabinya constituency are very lucky to have lawyer Aaron Michael Kwe Jr. Double as the PC for the MPP because he is coming. Be the MP for all, irrespective of our party affiliation. Michael Kwe Jr. will continue the good work of lawyer Sarah Adwasafa to make the constituency better. Yawasankide. We need to vote massively against the MPP. But nothing is currently working under Nana Baumia's government. They are all corrupt. Food prices are unbearable and Ghanaians will vote based on their current condition. NHI is not working again. NHI is working. Thank you. When say Jerry, the regulation by AGYEMAN is good, but the consultation is needed. There's no way you can compare cement regulation to petrol because there is a levy that is paid to regularize the petrol. The government going to do same, and this is the campaign message for we those who come from the village. Eric Uzdada. Where's the McJerry? Good morning to you. Fabana, keep the fire burning. Akpangbu, Lorry. Where's the good morning to you, McJerry? Senate investing in another company is different from Senate selling their company. So please don't mix it up. Okay. Maybe you didn't also get the understanding where I was coming from. Thank you. 24-hour economy is the best policy. So my fellow Ghanaians, let's embrace it and vote massively for John and Jane to come and rescue us from this insensitive government. TK. Or if it's painted. We say McJerry, if IGP would proceed on leave, is a problem for the NDC, or there is secret behind the current IGP and NDC. To me, President should allow current IGP Dampari to go. The quarter. End of the other. Oman question why they. Where's the McJerry always saying Kwamramawe did not have this nation at heart? Okay. Thank you. Achampo Kawaguchi also Dr. Matthew Poko Prempe is being showcasing to MPP hierarchies and is now introduced to the MPP majority caucus in Parliament. And they have accepted him and that he can work with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia perfectly. We are all supporting his nominee as running mate, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Regards to Odeneho Apia, Chairman Coker. Senior NDC full soldiers should shine their ears power because just look at the way Sami Jamfi is chilling around. Sami Jamfi is chilling. We can do be. I'm not talking about me who we do.
I'm not a social democrat. They say they Friday be McGarry Friday be ideological concoction. Ideological concoction. Depending on the political philosophy and ideologies near. Then the suban in the broad boy no the opposite of the political ideologies. It is just an here. We don't know who be. I believe that as a young man, the Obi Empire say Ubit Medi, and yes, Abramak. The Empire Mumina as Obi and ye. Empire bonus a Ghana for in a bit Medi. Now, they say unofficial, first saying informal section, I mean, McJerry. And the other one, Piazza, won't get with Minia. Banahene.
Okay. High need 100.9. I was a man kind of say, what per se wuko suya dear ewa manone. Universities akodoa ewa 25 countries. When you be a obe facilitate or depend be now apply to any of the countries. And which you know, found when you won't see already. Say what per se wunya a year work permit. Now they will see the and I will sign year Juma till you. Student loan and I will pay because we could see the amanoni a sikasem. What per scholarship be as a scholarship no yeah as I say on merit. Obey to me and say can. Any net is our free add value consult. Add value consult. One more operating within 25 countries. I won't be to me more Add value consult or not Lagos. Numbers I'll be to me afraid 055 791 5662. 055 791 5662. And now 020 22 65 500. 020 22 65 500. And at 0543 989017. 0543 989017. Add value consult. One more ending come. Number boa na wenya e suku mu kwan so apon mu kwan akwa akusua de e ma bibia akoyie. Frɛ no na hyehyɛ bia wo bia no. Wo no ebe. But I know my chair.
Yeah, nia maje. Obo ade ade ache yen. Ohun ma fa de. Na aka kotoku no.
Ragotoku no.
Ene man koyi kra. Mama ni my thing.
Father Sma.
Ramak.
Mache.
Jaja me joso.
Alena ese say.
Nyankopon na do. Meja. Ade ache bion die. Ade aseda beba no. Yes sir.
Yes sir pepe. Madam Asama bekan edikan price regularization of cement. Ora keti amana kwakwa banter between ono and the manufacturer. Bana yen regularizing and say yen dey. Say dey say the boy dey. And the just say be regularizing and ka ma bibia.
My Jerry, me that say be church for no pay. I am say nra University of Ghana Medical Center and Romo issue statement bia. Eye ahotosem eye nije. Say for the first time in our history, it's me kidney transplant. Ghana. They say unhia so beko India, unhia so beko UK, America or South Africa, akoya with transplant. And they Eugene say omaye bako in 6 successfully. Now we are there was a celebrity. Na unya leader our vision. Say you be medical tourism in Ghana. Na ya ready ya ebeba. Ebebo nipa. Na be bono na wani entunka on some say e was so kwama no ne ansa na wanya yarehwe. Ene John Dramani Mahama tikasia. Osun dayepa. Tikasia owi adwe. Esun daye se yensi Legon Medical Center. Amenne yetimi ye kidney transplant dia. Na wasi ye bo papa ya baso. Leader bi ba ya so no de obesi cathedral. Amene amna donko eda Accra wase hu $58 million. Ba omi aso nko kamienti a wase wono na ye Solomon. Eni papa David ya ensi cathedral na oba obesi. Wanka se me ba Mercy Hospital ni bi o. Wase me ba metwa cathedral ne so. Eti very good news was here celebrity e Ghana ma Jerry. Se omampanyi bi aso da ye pase wase me si quadrennial hospital. Na ye den itimi ye kidney transplant and ye be heart no ne colon ni bibia ombaye ho ye anijesem John Dramani Mahama ye funu a ewo no nyame nhira sa ye funu no na me nhira abusua majere commodities bi wo ho a ye essential to our economy. It is a sector no normally local countries here omu reserve ma indigenous companies. Because of this, the restrictions to kwamu emma foreigners on person be operate in that sector. Ni nyina afisa enema yi. Price ceiling, price control, price floor, price collusion no ni ade nyina account. Na majari ade ba ko amahu keti anwon say oye on serious person. I say ya the name di agro comedy minister ya fa timi ko gina parliament say ya mframe alagia me say ya dia untum say concert wo mo oye mi hu ne say oye on serious person bi a ye dis a you ma ka say we
oye on serious on serious person
tebio hwe government business is a serious business. We a trade minister would that enyuma confidi juma no e Ghana. Eti wo kasa e wo so kasa e carry weight. Enche e no kofa bill ba ko ba say o de ko animal stomach. Ofa say yem bane yem ade mai importo ni ade biem ye twen ya no enne last na father ni me di nkomo so o mo ko choba e yem ade no motimi to edie enne otimi to chicken ni biem because aduane boy de o se wo ko bane e yem ade no mo ade ye kan ya anya enka papa yi mi hu onipa advice no se min kwa na metimi ama o lances ya o de be kra e yem ade no ye kan ya ketiamo General Parliament and then some candidate ni antics ni body language you to say oh ye comedian complete. Now Jerry, there is competition. Amo kasefuo price no deregulation o kan wasam se fuel de tia ye de deregulation by the pricing ni adia be metimi aka sisu se petroleum sector different companies there's no way on be fix price here they don't talk to themselves you understand eti ubehu say some persons be na we dey chain we na we dey chain we ni we dey chain we but okwa ni nyina are the same because they talk among themselves. Who say who allow Nkrofo aba for competition will beat down price. No. They have price collusion. You understand? Omo ankasa mimi ne fa the same environment, the same business. Me fa phone my fair fat. Fat the way anema iko idi actually enema mo e di onti ye price and adjustment bi ni ade. No so atiase. Eti obeba wa increasing the mesma increasing the hwan na wo do ne koka abiom. It is a bill now they call parliament. It is not the solution. Na ban ye price control na ye fa ye ko dwom na so jakwa kohwe enema ni boy say ni akoyi num ni ade no this time eni hobium. Trade liberalization ewo ho. Majeri cement ya ade a se kosro a e affect bibia. Essence ye be ye roads cement. Ye be sidan cement bridges no money ade bebre ni nyina ya cement na over the weekend City FM share data bia say cement bo amofa fi 2008 2009 eba be si eneya ye wo mu na che say under MPP amoba beto cement price 25 cedis ene edi akwakodru 115 cedis NDC ye be fa cement 9 cedis edi kokodru 25 ebinum class na ye 20 be bebre no abeko because of transportation cost near na wanya sa price be on my ben ye chichiri what the economy are ye chichiri majeri say almost sorry Baumia is the best vice president Baumia has performed the performance in the way you cannot manage your exchange rate regime and the dollar no aye den so mo crackling kaba ne bo dollar cedis ya be san what me akra clinka no usa be report why say $2 import duties back an major say we dey yi ka me bo na no dey ka bi to wa me say manage ho price ya bo be meet me to nso ka first ya enka ne bo fala you understand but enei sika o be san when you $10,000 now they are crack eti ye Baumia wa perform what is the performance ya ma the economy akufu adu ankasa ka say the second term media Baumia na ye the architect of the government eti bibia o AGYEMAN no tam na ho ne fa mu ko hia o conference center o ka kire o say obia obe contest o MPP ticket ye ne records so e na obe contest sa asem no na na do ko kan say Baumia is the key architect in his second term. It's a funny ye levy, a funny baller levy, a funny COVID levy, a funny nina ya introducing na over 28 new taxes but Baumia de buy because he has the economy. And these taxes are hurting the economy. Ebini die esi Kenya Ruto onini onwani boss Kenyatta disagree in public say me ba I'll do things different. They me president I don't support him. I will increase tax. I'll do this. I'm different. Sa consultant ya Ruto ekofa no or yes sa campaign man. On one afado mu MPP mu akofa na ba. And about me agina ho no mu I'll do things different. Me get part of this. Oh abema wa introduce yi levy as head of economic management team. Amma ko twa nke kinyina. Utimi enyi ade ni pio say me be ye president ansa and me ye free wo. Adanko dada adwe. Why na ba obi dada no? Taxes. And then companies, your mom tax rebate. She tax a year finance minister they akwakoto a parliament. And no cry the big case nunti ni ye kwaku kwachin from a head of a finance committee chairman. Say, yeah, ma taxes. Ye timima company over $300 million a tax a rebate. Ade, we say unisika. Ye revenue shortfall. Yes, I hear si kanswa. What's the taxes check companies and the business about MPP abamu no amount tax na no ma fa echi no ma bejiska no normally you mo campaign oh ya de dwuma mu dia no na baumia
na ade na emra da ho
emra ne say
so mbe we taxes no emra da ho nya se
emra ne say
oh wonim se emra da ho
be se emra ne se wo ye di nkomo ka che me
na me se emra da ho
emra ben
wonim ana emra da ho nti anya so mfiti
company ayi refinery company obebie ye be ya okrom a any 1 year ya chichiri ACM no ayi tax ayi wo over $300 million adwuma ko obebie oni 1 year ye woto tema refinery ye jama nagu na abusuafo akofo omo de aba ne abebie ni ye san akogye tax over $300 million de amasa company no dollars ba omi akoba bia ahemfo ye che omo sika imam ye che omo sika or che blasters baby obeko bia or che sika economy nsu mu aye say Marjorie answer me say sika ne fi vice president baby obeko bia che sika sa abi
no go che sika
say
I find out che sika
oh one go che blaster 500,000 aye
na blaster ya de na
government omo esika omo budget ni ade nyanya government na approve omo ayi
JDM free we no mama omo sika no ye ben sika no kura ko ho sem go bai
omo de aban omo free aban amfi omo jesi kura omo so omo ko bon koto kantamato prophet adubu cheya da roma na omo sika no omo libi koto jesi no omo twetwe omo di ngu akire jesi ye national team is all about blaster ho na minister benya ni twobo ho na ayi GFA officials benya omo twobo eti di aka ne de omo hwe bia ba omi akwa na wa yiska bem okwa na wa yiska bem sika cha no maje onye sika na wa nsencho for mumisa economy mu aye den food inflation is high amount for fuel ebu okosoro bibia abu okosoro na so ba omi akwa bia na wa cheska sika na onya wan ya nhwe yie na IMF sika ya eba na ye say hit account yi ya fa ankoye election ma che so mo be ma ayi small businesses over 4 billion cedis omo be cha mo ho a enrai leap you say ya double ayi the stipends ya de ma ayi leap beneficiaries maje election mu ni e we sika sika it is strategy almost omo be use a win election no eno ano mo ye say yen cheska
leap abani increase leap eno se obon
oh afeni ya increase no 100% you
abani be
na wodi pensioner bond holders ka ujibi ntua poko tua untua o se wo kwa chesika wako increasing 100%, 103 million cedis. Do you know what that money can do?
Okay.
Marjorie, I'm asking you. Here and chair, newspaper be published here. Is it school feeding? Non-existent schools. Near the access school feeding. Near to an uncle for GD. Lipi, go and see families here. This kind of mom say, "Amoha." Nipa never cheska agu amoho. Ye cheska nienche, ye cheska nienche. Omansu niska. Eyam ayi papa for no cry. Ye mama ni papa me amoho ye me mobo. Omo ko bodom pemo finance ministry. Omo sika ye mfa mo. So we scat to give her. I didn't tell for scanning to your bond name. Now, yeah, I debt restructuring. It's an you know, a election, a gimmick. Say a top vote buying. And only a yes, I scarce me. Some medical can bow me up. Talk or about Biobocobia or Cheska. Or Kohano Yato, Kohano Yato, Seska no Yawe. Corruption. It's ya, we, SML. Now, you're 1.4 billion cedis. No match. Let's can I say bomb ho?
And no allegations upon allegations.
Oh, my company kofa KPM ji say omunye ehwehwemu. KPM ji say nkrofo na anya dwuma bia wo say omu deserve ses kan. Yes, koda we ya. Gia new boss ya fa wasan cholete say SMS you continue on their work. Uhwa say deal we enye o mampanyi dia hwan dia. There's a video. Opoku Prempe, Minister of Energy. Obetra Peace FM Kokruku. na teachers laptops ehun asem a o kan yes single source 280,000 single source obo ono ani pa baba Tofik din say ono na oni teachers ni sign contract. It's in the video. So we pa ni teachers sign contract na contract na yan dia din nyina o the only a year or they call Campbell me and say he's going with money. You're making sika tam through education, through energy. The emphasis can support the campaign. Now apart from that, Obia Otu in the area they call vice president. The mark 70 the end there. Medical akase KTM on serious minister behind.
Okay. Yo.
Baby.
But
Mark.
Mama ya akwaba. Na na mama akwaba to say.
Ejoso, Mark.
Ya do boko. Padi etio.
No se be Mark. E din kan menche watiefo na ja. Me ma Brian akwaba. Ja asa no pede wa chaka kra we fie. E ma akwaba Brian. Na de o mu ni say why late. Enye na bro Mark hey what you can no hey ejuma ye radio so ejuma yi
good papa
edru so na akasa abotre bro Mark me da se bre na de wo mu ni se no cheti efu wi na me fa kwenye so emfa entia so kun free the leader of our party his excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia so ye emrega na fo nyina no pay any mood even saying ejuma dia udie eja enim se na otwe mu the leader of our party, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia de ne running mate edin dying members of parliament on our side.
No agree.
Pacho edin komowa. Na ode edin ni ko dying omo no. Omaji atum. Omo nyina aka bo mu se nipa na ode ne dia ba no. Nipa ne obi a omo de omo ogidi so very courageous. Or you bold. I am looking. Na so mi make you Ramak say look re. Ramak. Na. Oh, but then I will you man pay. Oh. Brian, Mr. You will get your time. You do time so you put it how you want to put it. Mr. I mean come in now. Yeah, members of parliament, yeah, members of parliament. Brown, I can't let you go for you. Me sha se puna ho yi. Na otie ye members of parliament dom ni nyina age atom se nipa na his excellency Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia de ni aba no omu nyina age tum na omu giri so ye nipa bia omu so very compassionate ono we adwuma o show nkran o show din say obet ma reach full potential njomu de omu ni trimopo bia se sa din no o be rejected na ye wogidie se nyankopon ya ro na otwen mu ye party mpanyimfo national council for behia ye wogidie se na otwen mu o behia na edi ne so akopio so anim na me wogidie se na otwe be kwa wiye no na the big announcement the running mate to your candidate his excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na ye de edi na ba bonten te be srega na fo nyina se munya gidie se MPP fo sebi se na edi kan me be twa mu ana ye campaign 2016 ne se ye pese be ye be som Ghana no krenya go panim nie ye ba 2017 we all witnessed and we were all part of the challenges and all come go through nyankopon adom yenya a leader to say President Akufo-Addo or 10 rounds from 2017 all the way to 2020 nema san be jigu biyo enne yasan ehihia no pemi no kase wo happy person dey animu ya yeso I'm for the 360 million SMB say ye economy mu biyo mebo a that's the third tranche of our bailout ekoji yen me gidi say down so kire we say we are doing something right. Let me put it on record. Say third tranche no go through there and kire we say whatever policies are they put in place as post COVID-19 recovery, you know, so abapa. And it's me pacho. Brian, you don't set my topics for me, please, with all due respect. Na ye best stress Ghana for you benya GDS say na third tranche abey. Menim say maybe twe bi ko IMF. First tranche buying e bi amabion enom di fre konya so a ye beto aso. Nenne ye nya third tranche kire say something is going right. economic indicators and pointers now. Actually, things are getting right. But unfortunately, now for purposes of our political interest, we try to create the fictitious narrative. Now create a very an illusion bia. You say if we need so Ghana na ye ho kwa ye ho tere yen. Abreti yes you no more so. We know the situations elsewhere. So we should appreciate the successes in all difficulties. Ebesere Ghana for any day kwan so. Se sebio ye jitu mu se nemu mu ayeden. We have never denied the fact say nemu mu nyeden. Ye jitu de bia se nemu mu ayeden. Nemu no say o hihye nemu mu yeden na o hihye there will be some unpopular decisions or say buying uteki na utimi hihye nemu yie. This is very important. Some of the decisions may be unpopular, but the truth of the fact ne say Bramak ebe boa ama economy na den afanen to ma pefra. Ya ankoye ne sa na se bi ye so unpopular. Anything no moment yen sign unpopular. It no moment yen withdraw all these issues are sebio emwa ye man kan cobra mark. And let me also say this. Okay, last year. Oh, why are you doing this? You see, it is very unfair to say this to me. It's very unfair. Very, very unfair. Don't do that. Oh no, don't do that. You can't do this to anybody elsewhere. Sebio, let me. Oh, please. Now, bra, Mark. Yes. Okay, last year, Honorable Katie Hammond at the BOB called Parliament on restricting some selected items importable by Mokai last year. Okay. It faces same and similar very saying objection. But the question is this, bra, Mark. From the other side of the political divide, right? I'm promise policy be almost friend saying 24 then. Eba be enhance production. Yes, I don't know. Na me busa wo. Se when ya emra ebe restricted the inflow of goods into your economy whilst encouraging production locally. Na o objective to sa emra no. Na se ade che ka kire me so me policy we me ba ebe increase productivity a. E just say me di kan ya Friday be ideological concoction. Politically on tunim de na wo ye. And now we can say we all do admit say cement boo aiden e kosoro. And there are some people like OGD say the manufacturers of cement and our omuya cement they've not been transparent with their price mechanisms and their factors of productions. How transparent? That is the point because we've witnessed it before. We've witnessed this before. Okay, before me person me bobo brand snibiding, but message for the purpose of discussions it me brave. Before Dangote cement eba Ghana, okay, do you remember those period? Before cement and buy, and we knew the cement prices in this country. The moment Dangote cement buy or sell it at a lower price, we realize this our cement manufacturer see it's me about that price level nibi. Okay, do you hope you remember very well? So what was the fact? They didn't tell more at that higher price about Dangote buy I mean at this form. It tells you, sir, in the equation, something wasn't that right. If even the minister is proposing, say, no cement boarding, we do admit factors of production to an extent. Nibo bedding. Nemo should also mean say sebio a science says factors of production boarding into also produce we are at any rate biano. You can meet yourself more 3, 4, 5 in the production center and in the industry. Na ya mama de matna se na minu edi kan kan ye no. Mutna se na ma shama mo price so. Mo me 100 Ghana cedis. Because a necessity will be able to be. And I mean, no, because a sebi. And we are seeing things said dying, a dying the publicity. And maybe a chairman upon Mrs. dying. Some announcement board says, and I mean, no, because a announcement board didn't say Biano. Ni publicity is science, and he has seen publicity. Now, a business of advantage of the product, now you're increasing anyhow. It's a minister, and they say, necessary, me per se, ye cap, a ceiling. Obedient mean go beyond that. I believe say enkakaboni bi enimu sa. Say be eba magana for ye ne ho na atọ. The cost of their production. I believe say now calls for that deliberation between the cement manufacturers and the ministry. Well, for the information available, Anope minister is that is the beautiful. That is the point. It will show more. Then you bring your information. So cost of production you say say abai ni nyense mo no obe subsidize factors ni bi amamoa no I was subsidize factors ni bi na mo so my dem reduce prices no bra mak unim so man mu de bi e ka asem bi ma petrol bo enkosoro ana no pa we nema bo be kosuru ba enwumre nema so otena petrol bo ba foma nema bo ema fomu bion o unim sa de because o ma you see your free market demand and supply determines price at the moment me peja me bo akosoro wie no upa te petrol so man nko 0 cedi me bo ne me ntisu bion. That is one of the challenges free market economies ye face ye and no bia sorry ya na pa ya sa no pe nema ho ba din bia no ne bo ne be kosoro sa na Ghana economy na koye na mum sa ban so answer ceiling for prices all my mu a one say your china bi no or the how kese na be ye dwa ye di no man mu eni nti a mesere Ghana fo nyina no pa we say sebio ni papa mu nti a honorable Katie Hammond or the sam hye we eba na sebio na omuhia no pa we na so hu omo factors of productions no na dia ban betimi a subsidize am omo no na ban den ahwe am omo na bo na den aba form we dey nka sebio nke chinije bi animu na no pay be no metie woni bi no interview a sebio ya kan se sebio obi otimi ka kire Ghana fo nyina in 2010 sebi se aban to odwan a ye nka so to nantwie sa nipa we tena fidie so sebi etimi bo eye Katie Amondin ebo na kire sebio on pe Ghana nkoso. This is what we're heading towards. Ye best Ghana for ye nim ye nuan man no modi agro abato de oni omukọ asa lo mbe ye wo de ye beba Ghana ho fo ho beto omo de ye omo mpe esan se edede ebe krom yaudi ebe krom a omo gidie ni se edede ebe krom a eno menya kunya na se Ghana fo beto omo pa de omo de menyi ni se omo dadwe ho de biara da nje best Ghana for ne ye ka nyina ne se yesre mo ne mo aden ne mmom no aban ho be hia so be take unpopular decisions to help salvage the situation. Now, bra Mark, I believe say over the weekend, say information minister so or speaking on the right to information bill where issues see. Majority say ade be hu be here say in the media space they be hu komo kakra. And then it's a quick one. When say yes, your pass emre e ba ye. So far almost 1,700 requests. And I receive you for right to information. As man who say emre be twa me na Ghana for ehia akwanya so metie enwu de ekoso aban nyuma ku no dudu na emu. I believe sababe bo bebrenti. I think it is important say jama better of video so ye be celebrate such a great achievement in our freedom the freedom of media no ye be celebrate essence and abeboa ama sebio say juma ku bi mpo na sebi keta hye ana pro bi koso ho a as a citizen otimi tworo de ko na ya ma information bi a wo pe bia say information ne enye information a eba be concerned on national security there. I believe say who ubenya kwenya say on sabeka information. I think say me end me submission no me the hobe end say ye be bo aban na baso say sa right information bill yi e bill bi ada parliament enfi bebre ni a aban bebre abako bi antimi pass His Excellency na dan kwakufu adba yi wetima pass na me no ka say aso abapa ye be share Ghana for say the direction of this country MPP aban is the only government Ghana for nyina do na beje chine say we put things in its right perspective. In face of the challenges here, you facing as on my Bramak, we do admit that there are challenges. And those challenges are about be anywhere sin be bia obetimi exempting from that challenges. Meaning Bramak so video be a month ago. There was a video be na free UK na mabonten. And Maya mienu koto ice cream and kula Maya mienu bi. Menim say tie for do na e social media no be dia dance here. And kula Maya mienu. Minyu so do 10 years. Omukoto ice cream from this ice cream vans about locations EB Bramak. Now when you want funny thing, akola no wait. Omenya to ice cream no. E dey tell mufu ye. Brian, dey tell mufu yi. Debbie, no, I'm happy say Brian. Who say video no Bramak. And club route 5 years, 6 years so Bramak. Omukoto ice cream. Oh, UK abonten so. No muko do ice cream run so no. O say ice cream ba ku bia 10 cent. O say 10 cent to say. Min kai papa. First saying, what's the name of the coin of the UK? Yeah, mom must do coin UK. Huh? There be pence, right? I say coins, no. I say 10. I couldn't get to 6 years. I couldn't buy food. I said there be on top. When you have ice cream, no. Bramak. Also ice cream, Rebecca. This is the level. Also, Ghana for Nigeria to say Sebi, and ye Ghana na Sebi. Ye name NDC for Sebi be Sebi. Can't to Sebio and another ne buy in a Sebio. Name up Wakosro, there be. Say you can close 6 years in po. Oh, got ice cream to money bufu. 81 ice cream minto. I said, and the oval no, a becca will be at ice cream no, and crank it to a Bramak. Me pato ye din. Let's be honest with Ghanaians. They mu ye emwa. See ya na mu ye in 2008. Ye dey kweja Ghana for the 2 million monsa. We also where this nation went to. Ye be sramo. Ye kai say your former president. Emra or free vice president. What you say? Yawe na na kadompe. This was the state amuja this economy. Bra market be say Ghana for. Niema mu na aye den no sebio. Enye sebia MPP aban na ehun niema hyehyɛ. Ye de enka wo all economic indicators prior to 2020 a na enka niema ye. No, unfortunately, ne be so ye mu na e be wie na me no ka say $360 million every year. Pija ye economy bi be say Ghana for. Mo nhwe MPP anim bio na mo mmoa na ye ntwan mapa ye so mo gidie so ngo say Ghana be fa ne to pay fra. Me da celebrate.
Nana
Mark.
Yes sir.
Me hwe mo etu nsu ye de ma manya COVID kra.
Oh, there is some weather no.
Sawa. Sir COVID no na eja. Emma economy na adwere ganti a. The economy cost. Mark, me do ase. Me chia fa de ne bana hene. Na match ya kwabna do bo ahibiem. Aboa me pa. Taxi driver. Mark, somehow, but the my politics nika na say. Me buy a metie menu abana hene metie no to a certain point. Na me madwem ma say cement asem no ka. They say my applies to fact. Or more than one no more than last show because I'm saying this particular topic no. What dream I want to see? I am surprised. Say and ne and pay a fina or mukoshia, but MPP or money or movie be aqua. You have a election. Until a lot of things will happen within this 5 months. Now, yenim say anka a idea competition a wo pa anka cement prices no ebeba from. What Ura Katie Hamon seeks to do is not to say yebema cement price no I remain mo be one. And I say yebema na koso. Definitely they want to do something that will bring down the cement price. And Kenya bad, but the MBC I say, more checking the factors of production, or more adjust opposing it to the exchange rate of today. Say Obekaya, way back, and I must confess, say, a bambian who bet me a banner or Beka say, economy on the Obeyama, no mabuabe for. The world economy would never come back to it so-called what we perceived to be normal some years ago, right? But there is a way you bet me manage economy no ama ejina na nanso a yenyina ye ho ebehane ye kakra. And I have started crusading. Say we should go back to the ideals of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Na factories are how we setting it up. Titri wadi am person Ghana is send back. And your friend say your cargo ships no. There were more close to about 16 to 20 ho baby. Nti sa cargo ships ni nyina sanke wo ha. Cement ho eno ma ye krefia ma no ne ba no. Aka ye ba na egu yankasa ye ship so na de aba. Nti ne buo no anase freight no ebe wo fom. Cars ahoro no ma ahoro a ye di fia ma no ne ba nyina egu amanfo e ship mu na ye de ba. Na ye etua sika amomo. Nti definitely your exchange rate will continue to be the way it is. Your CD will become weaker because you are always throwing money out of the country in hard currency. Again, you fight your Ghana Airways in Samra back. Yeah, the back is kaya triyama amanone airlines no. It's kind of better or memuha. Ama yedi ayem puntujuma. Coupled with the fact he said, ye be njuma bebre. Because for me, the reason why I believe said the free SHS no, AF419 I say, and free SHS such a policy. What they ban making sure say up to this point free SHS abeduno. Nanka commensurate job creation. Kwame Nkrumah did free education. When he had started the free education, now jobs, he was just creating. Until there was zero unemployment to the point that now I'm on for eba be yedma. Until talk of cement, I did roads ne no man no. Na a idea ne bo form. Oko abele mpe hwa ye SCC State Construction Company. Na a whole years are covered a whole way coupled with the war a TV Africa way African concrete almost or more year or more dear na at that time no you are setting up prefabricated concrete machines ye moldy ye concrete say ba say ye si dan ya ye si no ahohare so because now Nkrumah project say as I say you making sure say every month beyond aban betumi provide 200 houses for the people of this country. You can imagine sanka ye see 200 houses every month even in this time of technology it means say you would have made sure say sa no ma ye see the iron rod cement no man ne bo beba form. How do you bring the prices down? By ensuring that your electricity is stable, electricity prices are lower, and as the charges are lower, water costs are lower. Anything that comes together to make the cement, clinker, whatever, wherever it is, no, I a free ban, and can the price no a back of them. You see, Mark, a buyer must make a conscious effort to ensure say no more be more a year high in demand. I had the year no more a song a woman man. And no moment and can you make sure say the prices no ever back from kakra say the buyer or more see down so between producing more at a cheaper rate. Wa we adwuma need FM. Sabe dia wo je no wo de bibi kakra koto ho a wo benya ho emfa so ana say wo benya wo dan da ache. At least e bia won adwuma or have 5 years no. Now you could boast of a 2-bedroom house or anything of the sort. Kwame Nkrumah 35,132 housing units. Ewo Ghana ha. Now we're spreading across the regions. At the time we had only 6 districts. Obia yana chefa ama adanya egu ho Nkrumah si ye no. And na nkrofo benefiting more are expanding no. Asase na dan si so kitikiti no. And then they have used it by managing the land. Almost high rise buildings are almost high. These are some of the benefits of good governance. But here we are. I say yesika ato cement on the neck of the taxpayer. Yesi saglem yesi a whole new city of itself. Now your German pro. At the time when the exchange rate was not even up to 4 cities. Now that the exchange rate has hit a 16 cities now. The cost of renovating one of those units are dilapidated no will be so high. Indeed, definitely no. Say a bank crackers on one casada will be no atoma. The ordinary worker you cannot buy it. And unfortunately, almost somebody come a private person. With the so-called high prices of cement into one also about the high penal. And say to me Toby, it can only take the top notch friends, a businessman, any politicians. No better me to side. And I wouldn't be surprised say one person can buy about 100 units from the housing unit. Now or no the rent and I say sign a sisukonko at the microphone. This is not how we should live. This is not how we should govern. This country has an arable land. You bet me I tell it as a signal in a massive way. I the best support the economy. No? This agriculture, export, added value to the production. It means it's anchor factors of production because a friend is saying exchange rate from export. And Kabema cement born is see de ho ye pre ho e de akoto mrashaba say ye regularizing on na emeye to say e be a price cap. You should rather be concentrating on ensuring say dollar no e stabilize up to a certain point. Dollar mom na wo de adwen ho say wo de cap basis. Na nka mo beka say ye man dollar no and so and so much by putting in place prudent economic measures. But if you look at our fiscal space, almost squeezing so much to the extent that there's no a room for operation. And this is why we are suffering. NPP4, they have been touting and projecting, say, Ukraine, and then Russia, and COVID. Meanwhile, you was assassin, Ukraine, you were assassin, a Dore Papa, Ukraine. But we are going to Ukraine to beg for what we can produce here. A bro, millet, cereals, no. We can produce them massively in the north to export. And right here, Traore or Yeniku or buy 2021. Within this short period, Traore, the Oye say, I must use the basics to build my economy. Until we are starting a massive turnaround in the agriculture sector. One first can ankoto afidie mumuntum see the beye kwan the ba ko sisi district assembly said there na do mo pesca campaign to o ma ye no Traore crack tractors or crack combine harvesters any sprinklers omode ba be ye afuo se si ya no omo si tomato processing factory ba na kromo awie omo senso asi gold refinery yet wo mem ha centuries apam apam Kwame Nkrumah be share ye fere say gold refinery project ase we completely awie bibia anka I say anka enche bia ye move come refine ye gold no and na for fi anto ata omo pam no fi omamu omo pam no instead san come be continue project no they left it in the bush. Kwame Nkrumah ensure say tomato puree or whatever they call it adding value to all our produce no na what the home fidie aba wa the time fidie na eye sa tomato no ye bottles any your friend say plastics many things even our own car tires na ye no and na ye ni sa no ma ba kokrapo e wo member nti ahokyere na ekyire ye no e self inflicted no man na ye betumi aye ama Ghana ne city no agina ama Ghana city no ehwo aye no we are not doing it we keep on begging hwe no actually the finance minister koka wo abrochire okohia ne nkrofo ewo ho hwe ntro kese okotwa aye said the economy has performed better than any administration sometimes but I'm not surprised because we MP Sanko MP and I will be more surprised we MP he was trying to whip up his people say ya de munya hwe baby asenyu could do. How do you tell us say you have done better than the previous administration where you picked the dollar at 4 cedis? Of course normal assistant kakra, but you shouldn't have allowed the cedi to go to 17 come back to 11 and you say we should clap for you now gone to 16 and you go to stand there and look in the faces of Ghanaians. Now what can't you say share the following day ade amo aye no cedi ni abadane the following day buy the buy cedi na asese kodo say and the confidence in which he was what can say ade abachi na cedi no asesa no me dwe ho sa menti asese ade magic wand and asese ankrofo they consult sorcerers into omo hu de eba and they attend themselves into prophet into wogina ayi simpies wo and o ka say the things that they have done we should watch the city the next day. I'm say, then I think say prophets now for control. I think say this man is more than any of them. And this cement issue, whatever it is that they want to do, and the cement prices will shoot up again. What do? Give them some subsidies. Give them some your friend is saying leeway in terms of taxes. So. No one to produce enough. No one make it prices cheaper enough for people to be able to buy. Now one put those measures in place. Now sorry to prepare. What's the day? A friend say, he say LI and I say bill. Call parliament say young kosher. Na young price ceiling and I say you reduce cement prices. You haven't done anything to whatever it is that goes into the production of cement. Or memoha say it is alleged say you were clinker. You know and you alleged you will be. How has the government invested in it? Yenim other sources of materials ye betu medi adiyesi dan. Make I say PNDC abreso one something 30 bi. Apan kram so anya waka baby. Or the technology be buy. That technology no. Ye betu me am mix certain type of anwea bi mo. Na ne den no and as the quality no. E baba to say ant hill no. Yeah, about better ant hill. No. Well, ye be beer. In fact, no woman on it, and no steady son, no more when you to a bag gunner, no back can no more boom son who said, this is the way to go. You bet me, Eddie indigenous, you bet me, Eddie SCC dying. I better than cement. Or the idea of 2 rollings in morning at a time. Omoje to mu, I be beer factory, no machine says, or to to buy. But you see, those days I don't know. Sa tetano, one. Aban and go into details as to how they will structure the contract and the agreement. Into your baby as you know, now Abana can say, Tete no ni riwom in the sense say, Aban the crab machines now come the best and no money. YMBC and who say, some machines near crab by a share a block making as no, and I call a friend saying between Alajo and Abelempe, real and there's a place there, this red brick. It was producing massively for the construction industry. And now go and look at it. But when Nkrumah was there, all state enterprises were doing well. Those that he had set up fresh, of course, company BSA taking some time and some they making profit. The UP tradition came and they said your companies are not making profit into Yantong. And almost yes, you never say UP and started some normal. Even the nuclear reactor when they sacked Nkrumah from the country. Who came to negotiate? Say a nuclear reactor. The nuclear reactor was supposed to ensure you be training scientists. It was supposed to ensure you be researching into food and medicine. It was supposed to ensure by 1972. Now the last 7-year development plan, now we were ready to go to space. These were the ideas. Abrafunu who said we were running too fast. Into Omo Pam and Kromari and aided back by them man. And na aja Omo Baba da UP4 no the National Liberation Council. The better down and the nuclear no omo yi and now we are going back to revisit nuclear. When we would have survived electricity problem and bad that UP4 ya and a bomb may say to abesin rollers so buy ya nim sanka so or baby papa at the account and of course setting up diversity implementation committee to continue the loot of the UP tradition. And no chinam to hear about in some country no because in some country and Nkrumah project. Go and check and see the projects and Nkrumah di go ho. Kotamanako share the industrial sector. Share up your friends North Kadeshi. Now every region Kwame Nkrumah created a industrial sector and more na ye produce. In conclusion, until we go back to the basis of agriculture to ensure we can add value to our produce, we produce in a massive way and add value to the produce and export. You see the end year that over appear could be many inside. But I'm not sure what parliament I can say. One district, one factory, one important. Yeah, Juma. Later did we know say I to tum a whole poto. I don't know what parliament. He didn't know say on one district, so one district, one factory, see one. I am be a kurapoda. You see, so you yes, I buy one back. Now we see who buy planting for food and job. Now we see warehouses be on the neck of the taxpayer. Some warehouses, you never brought in machines that added value to the produce, Into the minister in charge to make us say, Mark, until we go back, the city will continue to suffer and things will continue to be expensive.
Okay, may I say hi indeed 100.9. Yeah, Sanitan and I'll tell you, political analyst. Now, my main I don't know, I require this. The MPP government is the only government that think about the future and welfare of Ghanaians. So we should all support the MPP government to break the age. And surely MPP party will break the age because God has already ordained Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. Musa Abatwa said, it is perplexing to witness the selective pronouncements by the GBA on legal matters. When the MONTIE 3 issues surfaced, the GBA was quick to issue a condemnation. However, their silence was deafening when Canada-Japan contempt issue emerged. Furthermore, the recent unethical behavior by the Attorney General seems to have rendered them mute. Those who demand equity must come with clean hands. Musa Batwamedase. Well, so good morning to you, Mark Jerry. Please tell Baba Jama and all those Ghanaians who use the prices of goods and services to determine a good governance are clueless. I went to Italy last month to discover the olive oil I used at 3.50 euros before COVID were being sold at 9 euros. The good governance is assessed by the good policies because prices have doubled even in Europe. James Opong, but if UK. Well, see, if we are talking about NHS, adding more diseases, NHIS, adding more diseases, then we should applaud the MPP for such an awesome social intervention. Unlike NDC who promised just one-term premium that they failed to implement and gave the money to your work and meaning one dance. When he get Baba Jama off the phone, he's just engaging in mischief and propaganda. Sometimes it's good to allow them to exhibit their ignorance. He said there hasn't been any meetings, but after reading the document, he's moving into pricing. Please, where has there ever been price control under any democratic government. He doesn't understand the difference between price regulation and price control. Known to be somebody who don't speak the truth. Onel Amponsadi from Amsterdam. Positive Change said those who promised us tax-free governance in 2016 are today taxing us left and right, sharing the national cake to themselves as if there is no tomorrow. Today, out of disrespect, Dr. Baumia is also promising heaven and earth. Heaven and earth, and he becomes president as if he is not part of this disgraced government. We say, why are they seeking for IGP to be sacked? They said the same. They said same about the special prosecutor. I'm pretty different, Coco. We say, my name is Kwame Adolfo Amasamai. Please listen and read my message. I'm listening. Read my message. That's our message in America. Ghanaians, we are suffering, pa. No money. Money no day. Because I'm not our church. I remember that. Brony the first painter also Kwabena is speaking the mind of majority of Ghanaians. We say good morning, sir. Kalonzo, good morning to you. Okay. Also, 2 minutes. What? Any quick about and I say IGP if you want to comment. Yeah.
Say, I buy penny for Bob, say, I was some way in a day, and on a bit tape, so ma bugina bune.
I buy now, Bob. And I individual.
Say last time, I catch us in a call as enough. The call by election. Now, after the by election, and almost say, ye papa ya election 2024 Mbeluzu. As I say, IGP are more Mokwayama, a 2 normal swa a good kamu, won't to mean boys. Nin and a B, no money idea 2 or more year, almost 2. A big ball, Pablo Kamu, Samija and Fika, no money idea, Basintali, shoot, or more cast. No money idea, ya Momo Kwayama, and reggae election in Sadia, Dampari and Pabon, you know. But my Jerry, it is not the police, it's the people's power. We can't be actually Kenya. I'm ranching and name about one to Mugu Street Nation. Police for no were overwhelmed. Soldier for were overwhelmed. Because the numbers endorse change the security services. Even though a big prayer, change the police for who said they are making a mistake. They have to kill everybody. Eti IGP dan parebeko onko ejino amoso ana akufuado so no de ono no o se onti obi asem okroma de open oye wa kan sisu se election no pese onfama ba omia nti kwan bi obefa so a oberege election de ama ba omia na no obeye eti onfa so no yi IGP me omo asem manje last week me ka asembi kasai last week me ba ha no
I did.
Na me ka say adwumako bi a omo yi enema wo habo omo ma bounce check ma GR be see ene check ni go through na me say media for so mo be bo hu dawro but ye hu dawro bi a mo bo say company ti HT o man no
Company
na
Company
producer
na me say company buyer. Company buyer.
Who say last week me kan wa ha ade no am publishing on newspaper Herald newspaper ni ade me be kan wa ha say dey and some say na was udi akire enye the father abetra na obi e call holidays ni ade na ho asem no ba beka Majay, eti mo ntu ho na mo na ye hwese ye sabeka yesika. So just here. Say nipa bebre oman omubu oman no ma form ho adi. Onipa no they can say onipa na oda company na no ye former speaker of parliament eba Victor Hughes. Me yere.
Ne ba na that company na.
Company na no. No mu
yi. Na ma yi no ma no
ma yi niema. Awde akọ Kumasi akọton awie no check omde ma agyare no. And go through besine. E was so mutua 1.6 million cedis. E ma agyare. Omo issue ahin 200,000 no kura and go through besine. Ene ma so omo ton awie mackerel. Na de ayi wasem no mu kura say omo and declare say mackerel na wo mu. Omo declare bibi fufuro. Ene ukọ ayi. Say collusion ni customs officers. Because ene ukọ ye yi crofo ni emagu honum ni ye kan ni baako ni aye omo so ayi. So that's here. But ye jai binum because of ni papa ye big man. Ni mama ye big man. Ye ni ha. Ena La Bianca ayi.
When them say they are working.
Dene ema nyina so ni.
Say nyina so ni. They are working nyina na company bi nje che wo. Have you seen a documentary proof they are working? Say woman shoot.
Yes. Me we are sending in nyina ma. Me we are sending amount.
The directors of the company.
Oh, that be the owner of the company no maboni this was the Victor Hughes.
What's the name of the company?
Huh?
Yo.
Eti Mark mutu wana. I'll send information to you.
Now they all can they say yes.
Mark.
You're not for anything.
Weekend is so me hu video bi amo enipa ba ko kwesi aboaje ne abranche yo obonyo me Nicholas
Omane
on the boss anyum no.
Why then? I the video
na e trend na senior ya ye ka se media for mon fact check enkrofo no eno bi na kwesi aboaje me se ye bo na baso se tabita kumbe chechira hye ompanyi mahama no se ose wo bo betwa free SHS mu wa bra won kan oba bia eno ne campaign a wode nam.
Okay.
Na enye ono anka minum se ne ponko kura bi wo hobium wa chechire ponko asi na pampam se ne osun wiase said
fad
very much I will say I'm the pass o subject me nearby na hene to proof no o dwane free allegations on me catch Ghana for nyina no way. They did it in 2008. Wild and baseless allegations because they believe say cancer ma sebio e be she Ghana for bufu a e na Ghana for begina so ato aba etia MPP aban na masrebion brabak when me say abato ekotui they bia me kasa asem way and whenever we say it people feels uncomfortable brabak and this is the reasons 2024 abana ekoto no se Ghana for masrebion. It is about John Dramani Mahama, who is a former president, and Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, who is a vice president. Nipa mi anyway, personalities mi ni nekoto omuswaba. Na Ghana for the ejanya fide abeka nsem bebre. Se na ebinom ka se review, ebinom se review eye cancellation ni. Ye busa Ghana for se free senior high school policy na ewo ho no. Ede biawu na obi betima ya aka ho ontimi nka nkire Ghana fo a obe hide behind review because ebusa question say okase bi ne mu ntua fees ni bi na ma bi ne mu ntua hwan mu ne ntua na hwan mu ne me enu kase mu ntua fees ni bi be say Ghana fo free senior high school policy is here to stay. Very soon there will be a law ebe enforce the free senior high school policy no e say enwoma sua ena ye Ghana ye daachi say daachi bi in the next 20 years and they who the impact of free senior high school. And that year will be a funny trial. Brahma they be last week. But Mantema Makotana on cry, Denta me a very new there 3 months ago, me call cranche. Now Mami boom area how I think so home TV so last 2 weeks. And I make a summer buying. Mami frame and Saturday, so the more come. Me call ye or send the baba qua no crane go put any or 10 in 10 sebi or nim maybe on one wawuno. Senya sa aban free senior high school policy na enka kora no ene ka wanjima go school ni bi ene girl no wo very say Accra Technical University so first year ma me no she opekwa ekwenya ada president as onya ekwenya last week Saturday o ma me friend ma me ko ni fie bra mark this is the impact policy baako e dia about the whole country so na say yes Ghana for say mon say for to me no endom yen say na me bra ya o e be say create so yes COVID. Oh, Russia, Ukraine. Braya, ubedi dance here. Say bosumi na Putin. Era Ukraine. Sa bosumi na mu. petrol boy exercise in Ghana. The same month. Why? Why do you want to pretend sir, it's how one any economic impact? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Sir, a friend saying Putin going to Ukraine, any economic impact? Yeah. Where from all these issues? I don't know that Sebio, Mama, government communicator Sebio, Mama, you're looking so stupid. I said, him the aircraft. Unim very well. That February now, Putin, around Ukraine. Unim prefer area simu nyina bibia e wo so yi. And Ghana can be. So why do we sit here and make it look like so Sebi aban communicators omunim de omoka and omoka de omopa bia e be sere Ghana for. It is never true. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia eden nhihye eba. Now one interesting policy Dr. Bawumia de ban on trade ne say omayimu e sign say import driven. Ya ho den kese na agina importation so ni ntino. Eno na ma so da ubeko dwam na ma bo ha adwen kakra. O se da bi se onya akwanya be president a ono se ne nhihye tax regimes o de ban ne say ye benya flat rates. E wo ye port no bra ma ukodu port a u container na o de ban no ne size ne hwe so ma duties obetua. And secondly very important o se ye import no o he port ya port e ben ye pa na Togo de Lome port. Dear president na everyone say Bawumia onya akwanya be president also be ye say yem benchmark your import duties no as against Lome there be competitive na near man go follow me and smuggle back into our economy. These are some of the policies that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia advance here. Ubenyo obi say o or question say adentia onya no enne. It is true adentia onya no enne. We all know we voted for President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, and based on projections and your economy ekwe and no space no enuntia yes our promises EBA. Adentia John Dramani Mahama and the upper presidency no. Aden all promising new things as I'm went to me anye. Adentia and all promises of cutting ministers to a certain number and my president 1 year. It tells you said the situation calls for some measures. It's your best Ghana for and common so or a vice president. It's our initiative or implementing and I believe that it is false, it is non-starter, and the reasons are very simple. Every day comes with its own dynamics. It's moving forward in 2025, you know. Bawumia so onya kwenya be president a osimetwa 11 mu. Ebinum so ade na ontwamu enne. Bramak, the urgency of now and my 11 year relevant enne. Na say based on the projection in 2020 me pacho okasa obi kasa ye din se be jankwa na o tie fidie so empanyifo se be wonim de chan ye etie ofie. Where from all this Bramak? Bramak, where from all this? Oh, when was at the time? I don't know this for me intolerance.
7 minutes.
Bramak, and this for me is so intolerant. Say obi chere na adwen de mo mpe ho. Bramak is the Ghana for the situations of now no calling for some measures. And Mojidi His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia so nya kunya be president. One area of focus is financial inclusion. Na say digitalization be financial inclusion dia. Adi bibi e be sinipa okwanya ontimi nya financial inclusion no. E wo say yi nyina free ho. Onya kwanya obeyi free ho. Na yetime nya economy bia obi biara emfa ho no sebi mesebio tokro bia wo shemo Ghana ba bia. Sebi mesere mo fa ncha me. Ubenya kwanya enya financial transactions bia oso betime ya ma udwuma di aden akoranim. Te be sere Ghana for the situations of now no enne ma sa ne ma bi ba yen. Na ye ogidi say 2025 ohwe enne IMF sika third one very very important.
Okay.
Means we are doing something good and the project
is Dr. Bawumia say a container now okay say you benya a flat
yes.
That's what you
very true.
Your container cassination.
Yes.
Your container food.
Yes.
Container.
Yes.
It is a man macra a year 570 Lexus. 4 a bit macro.
Container vacuum.
Many your crap pampers.
Very true. I believe it's a very legitimate question. Yes. I think that this question came up. Emra, I'll start saying engagement with trade unions. Yeah. It came up. And very, very important is I believe the content of the container will be declared.
Yes.
But what's important I see. So if the content will be declared that the flat rate applies to the content of the container. Not necessarily say, hey, na some name and board in luxury. Say vital few trivial many. Adibia a vital be a crabby. Say we go for pampers, baby container can say 1,000 me see ya. So the content will also be factored into you are offense would duties now betuano. But not necessarily say you be hacking at a certain high level be a man boy the adding more.
Okay.
I believe that's what Dr. Mawudu is trying to advance. And I Sagana phone United to my boy you gonna dread the you didn't get on my imo. Medas be
okay, Medas now.
Mark Medas. On say we are bibi nsikwa obi bo nyum bisa. Bibi nsikwa. You see sa letter na beto abonten say ye pam IGP. Fad one bohun wakra no. Mark.
Letter so almost anya no kre. I don't know.
Oh sir, your topic how dey my number.
I can't buy said that can. Okay, okay. Kaza. Majority. Nana kaza.
Mark, bibi nsikwa. And you see on this particular network and your sister station UTV etc. everywhere that I have gone after the Concourse tape no, I have stated, say, in my instinct, I believe, say, the IGP will not survive 2024 election. His portfolio, I mean, will not survive the 2024 election. And I am still somehow convinced that it may happen. Now, Adi Abeto Jano, me, I'm not surprised at all. I see it as testing the pulse of the general public, our views, our comment, how we will take it if it is true said the IGP is going to be taken off. And I see Bebre, let us appear now at the end of the day, that's sometime. At the end of Bedu. I will not be surprised at all if by the close of this week, and I say even this month, the IGP should proceed on leave. Now, what I've gathered under Ronaldo's administration is they test the tempers of people. They test the waters. No more say hot and I say cold. And no me young soon so no can say take action we and I say take. But you see there are factors. Ebema Nanado Wapam Ura Dampare. Don't forget he appointed him. And if he wants to, take him off or disappoint him, nobody can say anything. It lies in the bosom of the president, right? Now, Abeto Jaya, the police response in it is neither here nor there, because for them, it is right for them to come and say, your boss is still in office. They are not the final authority. They cannot decide, say, and I say, right? And yes, for me. I smell a rat. Because in some be more, I am not yet to know. I am not coming across. Obi and here Obi can say, now there won't one I will tell some. Am I a real say? Some of the discussions that goes on behind closed doors. So I'm two crown or more discuss say, they have friends, and they tell their friends. Their friends tell their friends, and their friends' friends tell their friends. And at the end of the day, it comes to us as also their friends. And nobody will wear a tear. Why I'm saying now there are two jobs about now. Oh, yeah, April, say a friend say, to two America. May I believe strongly, say, something is cooking. And Yanshe, Babia, Susande brought the Bakubu. About a Asame Ura Banahenkofa Baye. Regard Ura, Akosia Boaje, and Nicholas Omane Buama. You see, sometimes, yeah, politics, but we must be very fair. Say, number be what young politicizing so much, and the propaganda surrounding it makes it becomes the truth. The NDC, the other political parties, never said that your friend is saying free SHS was bad. Honestly speaking, we can all agree. So it is true, sir. NDC allegedly sponsored an advert that says free SHS 419. Mark, as we speak, the free SHS are here. I've consistently been saying, say, no Pia Bontre from the universities. And what you be who say, are we producing the people to travel out of the country? And I say, are we producing them to become criminals? Because this is the area we should look at. It is so because the free SHS 419. That is what we should believe in. Because for now, there are no mitigating factors regards so omo pia bontina e dey no mo beye right now yambra the issue as to whether free SHS was piloted or was progressively started by the previous administration. Owura Napo, the energy minister, when he was education minister, or even I think now, when they were bringing Professor Jena and Opoku-Agyeman, the videos have gone viral. Or because Sisu Duase, Tana Professor Jena and Opoku-Agyeman, or yeah, education minister no. Or Bokabe Breguha one tria, or Babe Fia Bemna Untio Tria Sakano. Now a canon includes progressively free education ka oboto ho awantua e owura na panka sakasa no masem and the videos are here and so because free SHS no ya nsha ase kura na I don't know where that notion is coming from. It's either
but obeso baby say no but I hear one can be say if they subscribe to it we understand adena na one more advert against that
they
free
were
SHS.
saying the wholesale implementation was a fiasco, would be a fiasco. In the 4-1, and Panso it became a fiasco because the infrastructure is simply not there, even up to date.
Does it make it 419?
Yes.
How?
Mark, Sanka Obaka, and Omoko Dasa, Omocho boxes, and the toilet now. At the end of the day.
Okay, at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, no.
Results in education. What results are we getting?
At the end of the day.
Very excellent results. At the
end of the day, no.
But results been at the back.
At the end of the day, no. We went into so-called red, gold, green. Did we expect
and
this?
the results been a buy.
Are we talking about results?
Results in education.
Talk about the
and then buy University of Ghana Business School.
It doesn't matter. Me so me buy.
Also a crocodile. Me buy University of Ghana Business School level 400.
Bisa say we University of Ghana.
Also crocodile Ghana. We Ghana one crocodile. No University of Ghana.
University of Ghana Medical
School. It doesn't make it 419.
I am saying.
And then I said, no, maybe you are young. You
see,
so
I'm asking so more down in the home kekano. Or be a pronaba. Or I've been tears on. Me catch that say or that me ban be University of Ghana Medical School. Ajuma ben na dawa e train. These are the questions which we asking. Are we programming them to come and steal from us? Are we programming them to travel out of the country? Put the jobs in place. Ndim say within 15 years. I'm not saying they shouldn't go, but mass production keke.
Okay.
Yes. Mass production without jobs. Mass production without jobs.
And call you failure. Naga, I'm for the Bayasama. Especially the critics.
You see, they're learning.
Median say, our challenges. I agree. Results being
challenges in so. And obviously we will review. And the or say or no or the abano or see a cancellation.
Then there's another question.
The case. And I make up BM almost say John Mahama and I say NDC. Almost say free SHS number on Betram. I feel so almost started here. They didn't pilot anything. Meanwhile, the videos are here. Say Professor Jen, I know Opoku-Agyeman pound or say time or education minister or buy a book to progressively free education. So I want to on betray. Until while lies in say almost started and piloting.
Okay,
while lies in said they are against it. Mr. Bedas.
Nana ya asanitano or your political analyst on our training canon. At you for and but I know say Owusu banahene member of NDC. Owusu banahene we pa the Radina Gopo. Owusu banahene member of the NDC and a father smart a member of the MPP communication team. Mame wish happy birthday Stronko. Happy birthday Enkoma Akosia. Hey, okay, this is from Akosia Safo. Odema Ekuya Esiedua. Our best assurance. And the Boama family. Okay, now I didn't make any you. Birthday Stronko from Akosia Safo. Any Ekuya Esiedua. On also best assurance. And the entire Boama family. Wamo wishi Kate Oforiwa uwo kokomlemele ene wa wada. So Kate, yama happy birthday. From your sisters, Akusua Safo, Okiyesi Edua of Best Assurance and the entire Boama family, they wish you happy birthday. Akupo Shram. Yedi Juma de NSC, kwa jona me adene produce ojina mechi. Abena free my bankroll. Nana ya Safo. Omo de in charge of the social media handles no. And me mediate boss Kwesi Abuaji the supervisor. Dr. Faradexen na executive producer. fully supported by the general manager Kennedy Asante saying. Akosha Sapon, and then Amasancha me kwabnamafo. One of the boy me a yede de obonkrata musam yede bro. Dear can say na minshra. Onka ho na ade pa bi kyen ya ye besan ababihiem. Medin de Mark Jerry OSEI AGYEMAN. Bedi dwumadie no esi. Na me enka. Ye ko Ola Michael take over. Near the entertainment GH na bro. My friend for on fan chemi o say ne menti me amfa mo course no. Na me adomo chena ye benya bre na yafa mo course no. Na me shiro bibia.